Standing on the bus line, waiting for the number 39 to take me home for the last time. Hoping for the morning rain to fall upon my face, so that it would erase the teardrops in my eyes. 'Cause there's a blueness in the air, there's a feeling in my heart that I can't share. And there's a teardrop running down my cheek, and I can't even speak when I think of you. Brought together because of stormy weather. 'Cause when the weather got better and the sun came, you were gone. Now you couldn't help but make it because you tried to fake it. But let a stranger come and take it all away. I can live without you, though I often think about you and wonder what happened had you tried. And you can't live without me, I know this to be true. So I'm giving this song to you to hurt your pride. Yeah, yeah. 'Cause there's a blueness in the air, there's a feeling in my heart that I can't share. And there's a teardrop running down my cheek, and I can't even speak when I think of you. Whoa.
talking to me. Your negativity seems spread like disease. If you move your body, express yourself to the bees. If you live up, let the conversation pick up. If ignorance bliss and no one having a seat, I kick competitively. The common shoulder to see. If you let it, don't come about Jesus and maybe you see. Yeah, you will keep your mouth out. Yeah, of this conversation. Yeah, just keep your mouth out. Yeah, of this conversation. Just keep your mouth out. I'm kidding it, conversation lit, top relative, come quick if you wanna spit that venom. Back to the rhythm, back to verbatim. Give a damn what you saying, this the wrong situation to be. The fake news call it uneducation and playing. I'm a youth, can you hear my nation? No resolution for the problems that we're facing. Chill. Keep your mouth out, yeah, of this conversation. Yeah, just keep your mouth out, yeah, of this conversation. Just keep your mouth out. Throw your 2 cents in the shirt, it's down, it doesn't work that way. Get the funk out of our face, we're gonna jam it anyway. No rhetoric and no verb, I see your logic is override. This is not your purpose, that shit you been speaking is worthless. Come on. Just keep your mouth out, yeah, of this conversation. Yeah, just keep your mouth out, yeah, of this conversation. Just keep your mouth out. Just keep your mouth out. Yeah, this conversation. Yeah, keep your mouth out. Yeah, of this conversation. Just keep your mouth out. Mouth.
get off the phone.
Jim Murphy's on the phone. Thank you very much. Here we go. Thank you, Jim.
Can't take this guy anywhere.
Hey, what can I say?
Yeah, I know. Really? Seriously.
My brother's in the hospital, and he was
And
just
how is
calling
he?
me. He's talking.
He's talking.
So yeah.
All right. Well, okay. Jim Murphy's here, but you know the show is under Blackie Starks' umbrella, so we gotta give it to. That'd be you. I heard you just bought a house station. You have a J-O-B.
I'm the only one in this band's got a J.O.B.
Hey, but the
Hey, don't
bright
be a
side.
hater.
I'm
Don't be a
retired.
hater.
But the bright side
life
is
that works.
the bright side is we have a house now.
Don't be a hater. We all have
I've got
a
my
house
suitcase
now.
in the car.
We all have a house.
Jim's got a ditch to live in.
Yeah. Well, at least I got something.
At least I won't get kicked off this property.
Right. Until you get kicked
I
off.
always thought it was true. Guy without a girlfriend never has a place to live.
A musician without a girlfriend is homeless. Yes.
Darn. Poor thing. Let me see. I know
Wait,
there's
wait,
a sound
wait.
effect
Hold
for
on,
that.
Kat. You don't have
There's
anything.
talk.
So
Here we go.
Damn it.
We're taking donations. Jim Murphy needs a girlfriend.
I need something.
He just needs a place to live, actually.
Mike
so,
just
you
got a
know,
house,
The
so I'm
girlfriend would be
good.
extra, right?
We just got a house. 10% great.
You can get you a sheet of corrugated tin and put it out on the back 40. That's all you get.
Okay,
There
well,
you
I'll
go.
take it.
There you go. He'll take it.
But like on the back property line.
If you don't get any framing, you got to tie it together with rope.
Oh, that's cool. You got some rope?
You gotta furnish your own heat and cooling.
I'll yeah.
Oh,
Masturbation
there you go.
doesn't count.
Still screwed, Blake.
Wait a minute. Well, since when does masturbation
Please
not
do
count?
not TikTok that. We don't want to see it.
Yeah.
God.
Well,
no thanks.
if
It's
you're
all
that
good.
far away, you're not going to see mine anyway.
These $20 is not $20.
No, it isn't.
Oh,
Ew.
no.
But if you put anything on Facebook about slamming the sexes, like if you're going back and forth, women
Mm.
are crazy or whatever, guess what? You get cited, you get yelled at, you get screamed at. Otherwise, naked's good. You can put whatever you want out there when it comes to that. But oh my God, I got in trouble for 2 memes out there. One about George Carlin, something he said a million years ago, and then something I put out there about men and women. And
I get
it was
kicked off.
considered hate speech.
I get kicked off for not
I said,
being a
"Are you
liberal.
kidding me?"
I said, I'm not a liberal. You're kicked off.
Society is soft.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so Blackie, what is going on? You got a new band. You got new music. I want to say you have a new attitude, but I already know better. You're
No,
just
I'm
always.
still
You're
an
an asshole.
asshole.
What's an asshole? Always an asshole. I get it.
There's
It's all
nothing
good.
new about us.
It's
We're all old.
good.
So.
You know, it's because I hang out with Jim. That's why I'm such an asshole.
No, you're just.
I
You've been an
rubbed
asshole
off
before you
tonight.
went on
He's
jail.
throwing shit again.
So I got asked to join this cover band, and apparently they had some issues going on, and I did like 2 shows with them, and then they decided to call it quits.
Really?
Or they're reforming or something. I don't know what's going on with them.
Did you check
So,
your deodorant or what?
Huh?
Did you check your deodorant, your breath or something?
That guy stinks, man.
Yeah.
No, that's Baron.
And he has bad hygiene as well.
Cut it out. You can't help it.
Oh man. So
Hey,
so
we gotta
Jim,
make sure that Barron's listening, or we can't talk bad about him.
No, it's
Jim,
all
you know, Jim and I I can't get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
We're just always back and forth
Yes.
playing music, and
That's all
he's
good.
like,
You gotta
hey,
take
since
lessons
you-
from my wives.
What's up with
Hold
it?
on.
Take lessons from my
No, no.
wives. They'll tell you how to get rid of
What's
me.
up with you?
I think that's bad. I think we've been playing music for 30 years.
Yeah,
Yes,
see.
yes.
So
Once I'm there, I'm stuck like glue. You know.
Jim hits me up and he's like, hey, we just lost our singer. I'm playing with Wakeford and this guy named Austin. And
Awesome.
And I've known Jeff for a little while, off and on. So I already knew he was a good drummer, a good
I'm
dude.
sorry.
Hold on.
He owns a nice set of
Good.
drums.
I just own drums.
He just owns drums.
Yeah.
He don't really play them.
No, he doesn't.
So I went out to a practice, and I mean, it's just, you know, right. The biggest thing for me, honestly, I obviously you want to have good musicians in a group, but the biggest thing for me is how you get along with people. I already knew I got along with these
Really?
two. And this guy over
That's
here,
coming out of
man,
your mouth.
we're already over here cracking the same jokes.
He
You know
never
what?
shuts up. Austin never shuts up. If you notice, he doesn't even have a mic in front of him.
That's right.
I know. That's okay. That's all right. It's all
We don't
right.
even have a band name yet. Or we do have a band name, don't we?
Kind of.
Puddle of Mud?
Kinda, sorta. Take that one. Let's see how that works out.
Puddle of something.
But
I
But
don't
you,
know.
Till it
but you
turns to
decided.
mud.
You decided to retire them.
What is the name anyway?
So you decided
Down
to.
and dirty.
Down and Dirty, because every time I see you guys got like 6 different band names.
Well, it's
Well, that's
I played
because
in
they have.
bands.
Well, they also have 6 different players every time.
Well,
not
it's
the
because
same
we
player.
suck.
It's
and we get
Maximus.
fired, is what it is.
Exactly. It's
You
the
gotta
same
work,
thing.
you know.
It's the same thing. So
Yeah,
you're
that's
retiring.
it,
You're retiring
rotation.
the Maximus name.
Yeah,
So
you know,
while.
You gotta come up with something else.
I sat down and did the math one time. Over the last, I don't know, since 2013 when I started Maximus, I went through 27 members.
Oh.
And
You're such an
I had a
asshole.
really good lineup this last lineup, but
You
everybody
had-
was
you had
in
a great lineup.
everybody was in 17 different bands.
Not me.
Yeah. Nobody would have you.
You're on 17 different couches.
I was just homeless. Yeah.
Or back 40s, who knows?
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
It depends
I
on
see
where,
this is
where
no
he's gonna
lie.
camp
I
out.
there's no lie. I saw a Maximus band picture one time, and there was Mike in the middle, and everybody's your face here.
It's true. So
Yes.
I
But you're-
thought I
but
had
you're-
a- I
But you're
thought-
not the only one. I mean, you have great music, and you know what? Here's the thing: it's your music. You want it a certain way, and if it doesn't work out, it's just not gonna work out.
Right.
So, and I get that. I mean, you're a perfectionist, and your music is badass for sure. What is
the
it
thing
now?
that I've learned
So-
is when you form a band, the audience members, excuse me, beer. The audience members get attached to members of the band. They do.
Right.
So you build a band, and audience members are like, that guy's cool, or that guy's cool, that guy's cool. And then next thing you know, when that guy leaves the band, that portion
You
of the
lose
crowd
half the
goes with them.
crowd,
Right.
And
Yeah.
it just happened so often that it got to the point where it was like I was starting over all the time.
Right. Right.
So I decided it was just time.
Hold on. Were you a dick to work for or what?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
Is that
is.
what it was,
Yeah.
Jim?
Well, you know-
He's hard on musicians because, and he has a right to be. It's his music, and he wants it a certain way. So, and I get it, and I've seen it, and some people just get tired of it, and whatever, you know. But like you said, they were all in so many other different
From what I
bands.
see, he's a
It
great
is.
guy, and he's easy to get along
Did you?
with so far.
Is that 20
Who
bucks?
the hell
Is
have
20,
you been
20
looking
bucks?
at?
Did you give me 20 bucks to say that, or?
He did. 20 bucks is 20 bucks.
No,
I'll say it too for 20 bucks.
He got 20
me
bucks.
and Austin
Did you get a
have been
hand
looking-
job out of that too?
Order in this court. Order.
Me and Austin have been looking for a guy who's got some get up and go.
Right.
And he got
It's
up and
hard to
went.
find
Yeah.
him.
But he will get up and leave if you don't
Well,
fucking
is
pay
that what it is?
attention.
Okay.
Yes. He will fuck you and he's out the door.
Yeah,
Trust
okay.
me.
I got the new name for the band. 20 bucks is 20 bucks.
He's not even listening.
He doesn't listen.
He doesn't listen.
He has no fucks to give.
Well, my girlfriend said that. She says, you don't listen to me, and then she
Where
said
did you
something else, and then
Where
she
did
was
you get that
blathering
from?
on. I just tuned her out.
She
Yeah.
does got fucks to give when she stayed at my house.
Yeah, I just tuned her out after a while.
So these,
You don't listen to me.
This
Okay.
band.
So this band is, you got to tell your members who's
This
who's
band
doing what.
is doing we're doing covers, obviously. We're doing some mix of good classic rock stuff and originals, but we're also gonna do some original stuff.
Okay.
But we're doing some new rock also.
Okay.
So we're mixing in like our old REO Speedwagon and 3 Days Grace. So it's a good mix of stuff. Not to mention, Jeff's already said.
I don't want to hear those guys. I want to hear a Maximus mix.
Well, you're
That's what I want to
you're
hear.
gonna hear original
I don't want to
stuff.
hear those guys. I want to hear Maximus.
It's a whole lot of fuck around and find out.
I can't read that.
Okay.
Come on, man.
Oh, he's got a script here.
Can't read.
I'm not really the asshole you think I am. Dot dot dot. But
I got this. Are you ready?
I'm gonna let you read the commercial.
She's prettier than you anyway.
Down and Dirty is a high-impact band performing with
oh, I'm about to gag on my mic. Jesus, really? Seriously?
Also performing their own original music.
What?
This band consists of 2 national recording artists, singer-songwriter Mike Blackie Starks and Maximus. Pat just took my fucking face.
Seriously? We don't need to hear that. Come on. This is not a commercial.
Customer service.
Oh my God.
I thought I was at Walmart.
Customer service with a smile.
We keep it coming through.
I'm gonna tell
What
you
is
right.
wrong with
another
you?
one,
Yeah,
huh?
we'll all
But
take
yeah,
another one.
We're doing original stuff too.
Yeah, I was going to say, at this
That's
point,
good.
That's what we
Yeah.
want to
Okay,
focus
so-
on.
Cars
Are you-
extended warranty people don't like that voice.
It's stupid.
It's great.
It's creepy.
St. Louis is a very cover-oriented town, so you gotta give them what they want.
I know, but your music is, I mean, if you pepper it in with the covers, it's like, oh my God, it's fucking badass. And guess what? Don't say this is one of my songs. Just go
Just
right
do it.
into it and play it, and
Exactly.
guess
That's
what?
right.
They're like, holy shit, I love that song. Because you got a great groove. So
Well, all of us are-
don't get lost in the cover
Right.
shit.
Listen,
And all of us
are
have wrote
experienced
music.
enough. We're all experienced enough.
Yeah.
stick, baby.
Look at
Actually,
Broomstick is the bomb,
actually,
isn't it? Yes. honey.
actually, Austin actually learned one of my originals tonight, so we're gonna play it.
Oh, good.
So he's already on the wrong foot.
I just told him I learned it.
I didn't learn that shit.
Okay. That's awesome.
Hey, I can read music. I put a A, C, D, B. That's when we change.
Like that kid's toy on the street.
Okay. Okay, Blackie. So go around and talk about who's in your new band. Go
To my
ahead.
right is Austin Caldwell. Say hey.
Hey.
Hey, Austin.
Hey.
Awesome, yeah.
Okay, Austin's in the house. Here we go. Music. Okay.
He plays guitar, sings.
Shut up. Let Austin talk. Austin, what do you do? What do you do?
Well, I've been playing guitar for quite some time, and I hooked up with Jeff back in 2018. Reconnected with Jeff.
What?
Who do you say you hooked up with?
Well, okay.
Yeah, do it.
$20 is $20.
Hold on,
So there you go.
When was Clay born? Because that was about when we started.
That was in.
Don't give him a script. Go ahead.
Originally, me, Jeff, and Jim, we were playing on the bar out there, and then I got a job where I worked.
I don't remember. I was drunk.
Yeah, well, yeah. You were actually there, but.
Was I there? Okay.
Then I got a job where I worked nights around, so then I left, and then one night Jeff calls me and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm getting closer to retirement. I'm ready to start my rock band." And he said, "Well, I'll be interested in that." And the next thing I know, we're playing Party at the Beach, opening up for Grand Funk Railroad. And
That's awesome. Very
And,
cool.
Playing with Cameron Barton,
Cameron Martin.
singer
He
from
is-
Survivor.
He is a sweet kid, isn't
Yeah,
he?
good guy,
Oh my
yeah.
God, he's
Great
the
guy.
nicest kid. I met
Yeah.
his parents. I met everybody.
Great people,
When
yeah.
he did that solo gig out of Third Shoot, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I said, next time you're in town, he says, yeah, I would love to be on your show. But I knew. I said, you don't know what the schedule is yet. I get it. But yeah, he's a really
know-
nice kid. He's really sweet too.
He told me that the original guitar player that he's with in Survivor is so scared to play any gigs, I can't play none right now.
Well, oh, you mean because of the COVID thing?
Yes.
Oh, come on.
Exactly.
I got to tell you, Kat, we're the kind of cretins that
We
Austin-
could be dying and we'll play.
Well,
right?
Austin
Yeah,
was
it's all good.
Austin was
Throw
an
some dirt on it,
ordained
you'll be fine.
Austin was an ordained minister, and we corrupted him back into the bar scene. So,
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm an ordained minister. I marry people.
well, 15 years he
No,
was a
but
preacher.
he was a real minister.
Oh,
Cat.
real minute. That's okay. That's all right. You know.
Jeff and Jim corrupted him back into the bar. Then they got me into the circle, and his life
Oh,
was just fucked.
Lord.
Hey, I tell you what, God gave me a gift of playing rock and roll music.
Exactly.
And so, you know.
You don't have to do it in the closet anymore. Come on, everybody. Come
Oh, that's
on,
would be
you know.
Blackie that's in the
Cross
closet.
over-
So.
Cross over to
I mean,
the,
it
to the
came
dark
out
side.
It would be wrong to waste the talent, don't you think?
Yes, it would.
That's great. That's awesome.
And he's killer. It's actually, asked my wife, this first thing I went back home and said, man, this guy's really good.
That's awesome.
Awesome Caldwell.
Just before you run off and run away from him, yell back at him. He will back off. If you don't just quit because he made you mad or he doesn't like what he said.
Oh no,
Just yell back.
We have played with some of the biggest dickheads in the world, so we are like the mellow bunch.
And we have that
Yeah.
guy as on the drums right now.
I'll tell you what's kind of
Yeah,
nice
just-
is
you
to
just-
be with a guy that is serious about his music, because I am serious about music too.
Yeah, you just have to understand that sometimes when people yell and scream,
Yeah.
it's not at you. It's it's their music. They want it their way, and this is the way it has to be
Well,
played.
sometimes it's
and
a
it's a
little
passion. It's a lot. It's a
difficult
passion.
to communicate, and you try to break the barrier down because sometimes it's hard to convey exactly what you're trying to get across to the next person. So I understand all that.
Right.
So.
It's like
I've been around a long time.
But if you've ever
Austin-
if you ever watched the videos of this guy, no matter who was in
Oh,
his
yeah.
band, if you ever watch him play,
Oh,
it's all
I know.
it's all about you, and it's you see the love and the blood, sweat, and tears, and every single note that he plays. It's amazing. I mean, it's just like holy shit.
And he's able to adapt to anything.
Yes.
Until now, because
I've listened to him, when Jim played with him. I've jammed with Mike. This is the first time I've actually been in a band with him. And the guy picks up, boom.
it was all about Michael until he got in the band with me, because now I've insisted that all the lights be shining on me and I be the loudest guy on
And
stage.
we already know this.
So,
You
yeah.
have your own light because it's all about you.
Hey,
This
when
is
I'm
the-
telling a lie,
this is
let
the
me
Jim I
tell it.
live in a porta potty Murphy band.
Right, there you go.
That's him.
I've been there.
That is. That's him for sure.
Gotta kill the
Any
mosquitoes before it gets
girls
dark.
making at least $80,000 a year, Jim's looking for a date.
No,
So that guy speaking is our drummer extraordinaire. That's Jeff Wakeford.
Jeff Wakeford. Jeff.
He might be well known, but he's fucking good.
I might video radio this week. I had Down and Dirty at the Mill. What happened to that gig?
No, I wasn't at the mill.
Oh, I swear it was out there. Somebody did it.
Nope. If we're playing there, I would have liked to have known that.
If you got Down and Dirty at the Mill, we need to see
It
video.
said Down and Dirty. And it was weird because the only picture that I had that was on the event was that skull that's on.
Really?
Yes.
Somebody stole it.
And I said,
It's
oh
possible.
shit. So I put it out there. I said,
Oh,
Down
back
and
to
Dirty
20
at the
bucks is
Mill.
20 bucks.
Yeah,
Blah, blah, blah.
we actually took 2 months off because we've all had COVID a million times. I mean, that flu,
It's
whatever
a
the
flu.
hell it is.
It's a freaking flu.
Right.
It's a freaking flu.
It's a
That's right. But,
Connor's telling the truth.
He didn't hear what I said the rest of the word, but he heard freaking. Yes.
and we're all trying to get to where we can. I still got a fucking frog in my voice.
Well, I mean, you got Jim in the house.
Fuck you, asshole.
Hey, at least I'm in a house for a change.
Okay, but Jeff, how many bands have you been in? How long have you been playing?
I've probably been in about 20 to 30
How
bands.
many bands are you in right now?
Right now, I am only in one.
That's all you need is just one.
And what's nice is, like I said, Austin, Jim, I had a house gig for over 8 years. We played there 4 nights a week.
Where?
It started out as Jack's,
Right.
turned into Trucker's Haven,
Right.
Bottom Line,
Right.
and then I forgot what it was when Andy bought it.
Champions.
Oh,
Well, no,
well,
that's-
no,
that's
No,
Andy
not
bought
Champions.
It, and then Champions.
Yeah, and then
Oh, it was
Tampa,
the
so-
Hideout? It was the
the
Hideout.
Hideout, yeah.
You
Because
said Andy. I know
was,
Andy.
I
Yeah,
was the
he's
first
yes.
original band in there.
It was a yeah, it was a Hideout. Wasn't
Yeah.
They had stripper
It
poles.
wasn't
yeah.
Hideaway. It was a Hideout.
Hideout.
Right. Right. Hideaway's in
And
Hernando.
we played
Yes.
4 nights a week.
Right.
Me and Jim, he played with us.
And
for a while
Derek
doing
Howard,
that.
did he do sound there, or he was just his band just played there?
Derek just played there.
Yeah.
Back then
Okay.
when we were doing it,
Another
it was
good
a
guy.
Steel City band.
Right.
And like I said, we were there 7 years total. Boom, boom, boom. We'd play out at the racetrack during the day, out at Gateway International.
But you did that again this past year.
yeah.
Because
yeah.
they moved it to the nighttime. What did you play,
Yeah,
like
well,
10 to
we were
12
playing
or
at
something?
Tri-City for that one.
Okay.
And man, did they set us up with a stage.
Yeah, you said it was a badass gig.
Then, like I said, we would play the racetrack. We'd play our nighttime gig.
Right.
Then we'd go end up playing out at Mustang Sally's.
Oh.
Did that for almost 7 years straight.
That's
you know.
awesome. That's very cool. That's very cool. So
And
now,
then we had Bible study between.
right,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't even want to know what you were praying to and what your Bible is, and that's all on you. It's all good.
Ralph, yeah.
And I had a school bus, and I will not. There's things that happen in that school bus. And we traveled in it.
Shh, don't tell that.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Hey, what happens in the school bus stays in the
As
school.
long as there's no cameras, no pictures to
It was
corroborate
it
anything.
wasn't
It was
super
pre-Facebook.
long, It was a medium to short. We were in the intermediate style.
Right.
What
Okay.
happens in Wakeford's bus stays in
I bought it. And I bought it from him, and I threatened my kids. My kids were in grade school, and I used to threaten that I would grab my banjo, and my bibbed overalls with no shoes and no shirt, and come out and get them from school in the short bus.
Right. Don't forget the chainsaw.
Oh, they
Yeah,
needed
you
just a
know,
banjo.
you know,
and,
220, 221, whatever it takes. What a great line in the movie. Okay, Jim Murphy.
What?
Here we go. Jim Murphy's got quite the stellar past as far as playing music. That's all we want to hear about.
Okay,
Okay. Yes.
I'm gonna go relieve the.
Blah, 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 blah.
I shouldn't stop drinking in the middle of stuff.
Anyway,
but, I'm gonna go
So
relive
you
the
started.
past.
You started with.
My big thing when I first got into the big scene was Beowulf.
Yes, you were with Beowulf for how
Before
long?
that, it was Bud North.
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, Bud North, friend. Well, I started off when I was 14 in the bars playing. And then-
Everybody did.
yeah, and then when 17, I started playing country music and making money for a change, and then
Right.
having my rock band on the side, which was in the basement. And then I got to go with Beowulf and play with them for a long time, and then went with a band called NLA with Mike Meesey.
Right.
You know Mike.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mike's
we
a very
did.
good friend of mine. We got to give Mike a hand. Sweetheart. His wife, Marianne.
Mike ended up turning around, and we did NLA, and then we went to Hetty's together.
Who?
Yep. We went to Hetty's together, and he was my roommate the whole time we were in there. And, actually, I left. I had an incident, And
That's all. We're not talking about the incident. We're
Right,
going
no,
right.
I
We're
had to-
talking
I
about
had to-
music.
Well, what it was,
Leave the
we were-
incident where the incident is.
We were in the mountains, and they said, "Hey, Murph, would you check that back tire on the bus?"
They
And I
took off and left you.
Yeah, and I was standing
Don't you
there
hate
and
it when
my-
that happens?
Yeah.
Dang
so
it.
My suitcase was about a quarter mile down the road, but
Well, that's good.
no, that's not
I
true.
want to hear the Jenny McCarthy story.
Oh, that
Look out!
that was extracurricular. We're not supposed to talk about that.
What's so funny though is me and Jim, our parents, his dad and my dad,
Same guy?
played.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
right. Here we go.
You never know, actually.
Right. Okay.
But they grew up together and playing music with certain people. And then, as we were younger, when our parents couldn't play with them in certain spots, we went and played as subs.
So you're legacies. You guys are
Well,
legacies. That's awesome.
Fuzzy
And
Walker-
Blackie's a legacy
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah,
of
Fuzzy,
course.
Fuzzy
Shout out to your
Walker
daddy.
was
And my grandfather.
the guitar player for my dad, and then he was also the guitar player for his dad.
And then Herb Sattler.
And then Herb Sattler,
we
same
played
thing.
with Herb. He was
And he
guitar
played with our.
player.
We played both with the people that played with our fathers.
That's so freaking awesome. How cool is that?
Right.
You know, I mean, all these legacies. Your dad.
And Blackie's
Did he
got
come
an
out of the
awesome-
house yet? Has your daddy walked out of the house yet?
Oh, he's awesome too, man. That guy's great.
Ish. Well, Ish is better. Last it was no. He's never
I
leaving.
actually, I just talked to him a little while ago. He says he's going to get out with a 710 band. He's got some kind of sinusy crap going on because he was burning a bunch of shit down at the farm.
Doc
But
Sweetwood
as long
is
as
awesome.
he's
Yeah,
outside.
he says he's going to go out in February and play with the 710 band. So
If nobody knows Mike Stark Sr., oh my God.
Oh yeah,
Awesome. And he's
bad to the bone.
speaking of getting to play with your dad's friends, musicians, whatever, I actually got to hook up and play with my grandfather's bass player.
Oh, cool.
Rich Hendricks lives in Hillsborough area.
very cool.
Now, a lot of people don't know Rich Hendricks was the bass player, touring bassist for Mac Davis and the Mindrell Sisters for a little while.
Oh man, that's awesome.
He's he's done some things.
We got a large background in music between all four of us.
That's freaking awesome. That I mean, I talk about this all the time about legacies coming up and playing, and you see these younger kids like Tony, like Jim Comparato's son. I mean, he plays
Oh, he's
alongside him.
fabulous.
He's fantastic. Mike Zito's son is, he's right there with him. They're like mini me. They're freaking
I
amazing.
remember when
Well,
Mike
Austin's son's an
Kenny
awesome
Turcotte
player.
went out to tour with him. When
Who's
Kenny
your
got
son
back,
with?
He was great.
I'm sorry.
Who's your son? Is he playing with anybody, or is he just not playing?
Tell him the story about when your son was born and when he got to play the first time he played on stage.
Right. Okay, I mean, I like to say I couldn't have written this script. I mean, really, it was.
It sounds awesome.
Well, again, we're talking about the time that we fronted Grand Funk Railroad. Well, 20
Those guys
years,
are super nice.
20 years
Oh my God,
before
they're
that.
so cool.
20 years before that, all the original members were together and they played at Union Station. Okay, and it was a nice July, hot, sunny day. They had it roped off over there, and it was beautiful. And I told her, "We're going to go see that concert," and she was ready to have our kid. I said, "I don't care if you have
Mommy!
I don't care if you're having a kid over there." And so we're going to go see Grand Funk Railroad. So, so anyhow, I got over there, got the lawn chair set up, got a big old jug of water, and I'm rubbing her back. And, I got her back by the rope,
Oh, what a sweet guy.
I said, "You okay?" And she says, "I'm fine." I said, "Okay, I'll see you later. I'm going up there." And
I knew I liked you.
I was standing up there in front of Mark Farner.
Did
It's
you
like,
just put your feet in the air and starts yelling? Oh! No.
and so I go back a little bit later, check on her, and say, "You doing okay?" "I'm doing fine. I'll see you later. I'll go back up there." So, well, anyhow, like I said, in the meantime, that's when her Jeff got a hold of me, and we did that show for Grand Funk Railroad.
What was it, 20 years
20
later?
years later, and guess who's playing bass guitar? My son.
That is freaking
My
You
awesome.
son.
skipped over a large part of that
Yeah,
story.
well, I know Jim was supposed to be playing in that.
No, I
That didn't happen.
don't care about that story. The
No,
story.
but I mean, so was he born at the concert? You
No,
skipped over
no, he
20
wasn't born at
years.
the concert, but,
A couple days later, or what?
July
That's,
29th.
that was his
Wow.
actual first professional gig playing, was opening up
Yeah.
for his
Well,
son.
he played in the high school band, but he played saxophone on it.
Right.
And he just
Kid's great.
he just picked up the bass, and he'd only been playing for 6 months.
How amazing
And
is he
then-
still? He's still playing. He loves it.
No, he has no interest in
Austin,
it.
I was.
He's got this love struck thing. He wants to get married. I said it'd come along.
What is wrong with it? Talk him out of it.
It's always a great idea to take something that's really a tough situation and add the state to it.
Right.
Austin, the part I was talking about you skipped over was the part where you became a pastor because you were praying to God she didn't kill you for what you did at that concert.
I got a real good understanding wife, you know.
Obviously.
And that's great. My wife's great.
And I said,
All 4 of Jim's wives are.
No, they're not.
Hey,
No,
I'm
they're
going to
not.
tell you something about me. I may be the most generous man you've ever seen.
He's gave away more houses.
Exactly.
Really?
Next time I'm
more
gonna-
than Ed McMahon.
Well, next
Instead of just giving a check, you just give away houses.
right.
And,
Next time I
just
decide,
self-esteem
if I ever
and-
decide to get married again, I'm going to find a woman that hates my guts, buy her house, and leave.
There you go.
Skip
That's
all the
you
stuff
gotta do.
between and just be
There
done.
you go. That's
What were you
right.
saying earlier that you know when a woman really hates you is when she marries you?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Tweezy's back here laughing.
They can not like you, but if they really hate you, they'll marry you.
It depends.
Yeah.
well,
Well, that's the really older
I don't know
women.
about you, man. I got a wife that actually loves me.
27
I don't
years.
know
That's
why,
freaking
but she
awesome.
does.
I got a great wife.
Yeah, he says that because he's going to play this later.
30 years.
Good for you. 27, 30. How about you guys? 5.
But I've been with her for 25.
That
Good
matters,
for
by the way.
Make
you.
sure she was the right one.
Really? You pulled the trigger only 5 years ago, and she's still with your ass?
That's right.
She is.
My old lady is probably one of the best roadies I ever had in my life. Used to come to every gig. She says, "I'm fucking tired of watching you play. You find somebody else." Now she bartends every weekend and makes like fucking triple the money I
Oh
make.
yeah,
you know?
definitely. I know bartenders always make money. I
I
love that. I
found
love
that when you
side
get
gig.
married, it's about 10 years in that you really understand that I'll get you and your little dog too voice that they all get.
It took you 10 years
About
to
10
figure
years
that
in.
out? Really?
He introduced me.
That's because
That
they're
was-
like you.
I think it's
That
a case
was
of
I
my
get-
wife's
I get-
voice.
I get Kimber to say that, and I'm not even married to
Obviously,
her.
he's not paying attention. It took him 10 years to figure that out. Wow.
Well, like I said a while ago, my girlfriend says, "You never listen to me," and then she said something else, and then she said something. I kind of
I
tuned her
couldn't
out. I don't
remember.
know.
Yeah.
Don't know what else she said, but
Exactly. There
started
you
off
go.
with you
Just
never
answered
listened
all
to
that,
us.
didn't he? Okay, so.
the sign keeps falling down. Advertisement, your business here.
Well, you had it taped on yourself, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Don't forget about Parents Bar and Grill.
Parents,
Parents
yeah.
Bar and Grill, our sponsor. Yes, we gotta give them a shout out.
And we should all go over there and do the jam session
We should
some
take
night.
a band out there
Yeah.
sometime. We
You
should.
should. You should
Yeah.
come out on a Wednesday night because it's the
That'd be
best
cool.
open jam out there. It's freaking badass. Everybody gets to play. It starts at 8. We try to start at 8, but we're usually not done till like 1 o'clock. So it's everybody gets to play. You bring the band out.
I'm
You
sure
get,
we'll
you
make
get to
it
play
out
3
there
songs.
shortly.
Oh,
We-
really?
We've been working pretty hard. What we got going to throw in certain songs that we have never done, and some of these songs we're changing our own way. Austin come up with this song, "Here Comes the Rain Again." Mm-hmm. It's an old rhythmic song.
Right.
Pat Travers did.
Pat Travers did it also. So we took the Pat Travers lead and we put our own rhythm section to it, and then Mike's thrown a lead on top of it, and it just kicks ass.
Awesome. Cool. That's cool.
Mediocre at best.
It's,
Yeah,
yeah, there you
thank you
go.
there, thank you.
They don't suck? Is that what you're trying to say?
Approval.
They don't suck?
My wife was bobbing heads to it, and that's like, wow.
She's listening.
A
Okay, we
wife
got.
that bobs her.
So I brought in some guests tonight.
Yes, you did. Go ahead. Introduce your guests.
Mike Buckley and Chris McQueen. They are part of Backwoods Band Support.
Woo, woo, woo,
I've never seen anyone. I've been a professional musician for a long time. You know my passion. I have never seen anyone that puts the effort into supporting musicians.
Don't be a hater.
Like
Tell
these
that guy
guys
to
do.
back up.
I actually met you at. Well, I met him at the Castle of all places.
Oh, that is a very
Yes.
cool place.
That was a good night.
Yes, I love the castle,
I
but
was
it
out there with Steve Ramone, and so
Torchlight Parade.
Torchlight.
That's where I
think
went,
Infringement
yeah.
was actually playing that night.
Yeah, Infringement.
Or was it Torchlight that was playing that night? Was it
Torchlight was
Okay.
playing. Yeah, it was Torchlight and who else? Torchlight. Who else was playing? Torchlight.
Southside 5.
Rip. Rip was playing, and
know
you
all them
played with
guys.
Steve Ramone.
I did. I put out.
And then Steve Ramone did something, and I mean he did his own thing, and you guys played together. Wasn't there one more band there, or was that it?
Drawing a blank. Yeah. So I met Mike that night, and then
Oh, they're a good band, Drawing a Blank.
we opened up. Maximus opened up for Gilby Clark, and they
We
came
opened up
out.
for him.
That was awesome. He's a sweet guy. He's a sweet guy.
We've kind of been good friends ever since, you know.
Gilby's bass player got up and played with us after they got done playing.
CJ and Troy.
He's really nice. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
very helpful.
Yeah, he let me do an interview with him, and it was like 15 minutes. He was friggin' awesome. I was like, holy
very nice
shit.
guy.
I mean, he's very, very cool.
This much time.
He was very cool. I mean, I didn't expect it to be that long, but I mean, yeah, he was just very casual.
Get off
and
your
it was,
phone,
It was awesome.
Loser.
Especially when that guy calls. That was. My name's Tom.
Oh, jeez, not that guy. We don't want that guy.
So,
So-
I'm going to turn this over to Mike.
Okay,
and let him
so go ahead,
you
Mike.
about
Tell us what
he
you
does.
do and where you go.
I'm
And
Mike Buckley from Backwoods Band Support. I travel across Missouri and other states as I can, all in search for music. Somebody's having trouble with their bar. I want to go in there. I want to help that person. I want to create events for that person. I want to reach the kids. I want to reach the guy sitting on the couch.
right,
Okay, we got a lot of bands going around. This guy, that guy. You guys been around for a long time. We got to give other people an opportunity, but they need you guys. So I started.
You got
Tunes
these
on
new
Tuesday.
kids too that are just phenomenal. That everybody
Right.
needs to watch.
Well, I started Tunes on Tuesday. It's a week thing, always with Backwoods, but it's musicians helping musicians. It's not your everyday run-of-the-mill open mic.
That's
this
great,
is where
yeah.
you can talk to him, and he can talk to you, or this person just walks in the door. I play drums. Oh well, there you go, Chris. You know, it's a camaraderie of people just working together as a team. I've been a month. Tomorrow will make 1 month. We've been at the Cosmic Lounge, and it's booming.
where's that at?
It's in House Springs off Highway M, right by Price Choppers.
Write that down, Mike.
Right by
We need a
Salty
gig.
Mike's. It's right across the street from Salty Mike's.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it's a new adventure. Just trying to help the community. I want to make House Springs a hot spot for the music. It's like a good town. We go there shopping.
At
we go
one
eat,
time, I
you know?
played back in like '80s. I was playing there, and there was a couple hopping joints.
Right on.
I
Well, that's
went,
how it is. I just rotate around, guys, and my main goal is making it a we thing. We got all this jive stuff of people backstabbing. I'm gonna steal that gig and all
Oh,
that. I
yeah.
can't stand it, man. It drives a guy like me nuts because I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go to the next town. I'm gonna go find that musician that I'm looking for that I can feel wholesome again with.
Right.
All the drama queens, you know.
Well, I mean, and they're out there. On my jam session, I mix it up. I bring everybody up. I have different drummers. I have different guitar players, different bass players. So when someone says, I only want to play with a house band, no, we're going to mix it up so everybody gets to play more.
Right.
Because that's what it is. It's a jam session. Guess what? Don't be so blindsided that only this bass player who's been playing all night long can only do the song.
Right.
Let's
Continue to play.
get this other guy up here or girl up here to do their thing because guess what? You may work it out. And those same people are the ones calling me saying, I need a band. Go to any jam night and put a band together.
I agree.
You can
I
go
absolutely
anywhere.
agree with that.
You know,
That's what we're doing.
because that's the
Blackie
best
came
way
up
to
Tuesday
figure
on
it out.
Tuesday.
He came
Yeah.
up, he done a set. He done a set with some guys there, and he wanted to do a set with Scott.
Right.
And hey,
Scott's
you
my
mind
guitar tech. He doesn't play, by the way.
Yeah, Scott.
That's
and
okay.
He done really good.
But
done
he
really good.
kicked ass.
Oh, he's a
But
good
the whole
guy.
point of the matter is he took his time. Another guy got to get up there. He went back up. You know what I'm saying? It's all sharing.
It's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's all a big we thing.
It really is, and I mean that is the bottom line. But you know what? Push comes to shove. I've said this a million times. Our whole St. Louis music community, they will come together.
They will.
When push
Absolutely.
comes,
Yes.
they really will.
Yes,
The
they
egos
will.
and attitudes are left at the door, and I've seen it happen where I didn't think anybody would do anything, and some of these guys and girls have walked in the door completely just all about the music and,
Yeah.
and doing their thing, you know, and it's like, holy shit.
That's why we went out
So-
to begin with was for that music.
It does work that way. And I like the ones that are giving back, and I love the legacies. Like Frankie Muriel, you know, he bought a school of rock. He's opened a school of rock in St. Peter's, which is freaking
What a great performer.
I mean, Frankie's the bomb dig. I mean, he's
I
God.
know he's wanting
He's
to
been
help.
around forever.
Yeah, Frankie.
And his band is worldwide, cover band worldwide.
Yeah.
How amazing is that?
You know,
I
my
mean,
cousin played in that band for a while.
Which-
John Pennington. JP.
John Pennington is your cousin? I love JP.
He was in Field of Grey with me.
He's so sweet. Bless his heart. I'm glad he got to play one more time. You know, he got to go out when
Right.
they did the 25th anniversary. But I remember when he had to quit the band, and I almost cried. I said, "Oh my God."
Story about Frankie is when he had Broken Toys. When they first come out,
Yeah.
they would come out when I was in Beowulf, and we would just get down and they would take a whole set.
Yeah.
And it was awesome because we got to sit and watch them, and they were just awesome.
Oh, they're great. They're
And,
great showmen. They're freaking awesome.
The greatest thing is because they only had so much time.
Right.
They'd set all their gear up, and they would start the last song, and the road crew was the funniest stuff I ever seen. They would start taking their equipment from them. By the end of the thing, the drummer's beating on a snare drum, and the guy takes a snare, and he just throws the sticks in the crowd.
That's actually pretty clever.
It was pretty funny. Everything they did was great.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was
they're great.
There's no reason. There's no wonder. I'm sorry. There's no wonder why they did what they did and getting, national
and
success.
they're still friends, and they did a King of the Hill reunion at Delmar Hall.
Well, they did with the Granny's Rocker reunion too, because I went to that.
They're all great guys.
Oh.
George, all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good guys,
George
yeah.
and Vito and
Well-
Jimmy.
Yeah.
First drummer died. What was his name? I can't remember.
I do not remember.
But I remember Tito though.
Vito.
Beat 'em.
Oh, I think the first drummer's name was Tito though. I do.
Are you sure that wasn't the vodka you were drinking?
It's only
TV.
That's
three
fireball.
finger shots. Is that right?
Yeah.
Dude, that was 4 fingers.
So anyway, getting back to what you're talking about.
Count for nothing.
So you're doing this
four,
jam
that's it.
at what's the name of the
That's right.
place?
It's called Cosmic Lounge. It's called Tunes on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Really catchy, to the people. And a lot of musicians are stepping up to the plate.
That's
Tomorrow
cool.
night we're going to have some members of Torchlight Parade, About Time, just several local bands where they're
Right.
coming in. They heard, I spread the word, and I get up there pretty quick.
That's
Guys, I
cool.
need your help.
Greg from Torchlight Parade.
Greg
is
Umps is the
a
bomb dude.
hard
That's
He's
the
a
worker.
sweetheart.
Absolutely.
He's still doing with Phil Callis. Feel sorry for him, but
We're not, don't say that name again.
sorry, cat. Poke my eye out too.
Well, anyway, it's all about being a we thing, man. That's what I travel on.
Yeah.
And,
Phil's a
guys
good
ain't
guy
doing
when he's
nothing on
sleeping.
Tuesday, going down, help a kid, help somebody new.
Phil's a good guy.
Exactly,
Yeah.
definitely. So that's Tuesday night, and then Wednesday night, Paris Open Jam, which is come on out. And the new owner, Rob Connolly is his name. We got to give him one of these. So this guy, the previous owner, there was some issues with the previous owner, and when he gave me the job as director of entertainment to book bands, and he opened the bar in December, so it was kind of difficult to get some of the bands that I really wanted to play because they've already got their schedules booked out for 3 or 6
For a whole
months or
year.
whatever.
Yeah.
And I had to be fair as far as giving the bands who lost their gigs from the sale of the bar to the resale of the bar. I got to get them booked in first, and then take it from there. But and he's got a chef. His name is Tom, and oh my God, the food is amazing.
Hey, we
Absolutely
need a
amazing.
job, so
Well, yes,
How are the hot wings?
the best.
Because
that's
order my mark.
You can order wings here. Here's
Hey,
the menu. I brought
That's
a menu.
what I
Look at
love
this.
to see.
You
A
can order
guitar
wings by the
player
pound.
eyes are running,
Yes.
lips are burning, and he's throwing fire from his fingers.
You won 3 Mile Island, right?
So I played a show with a band called Hollywood All Stars that had Carlos Cavaza in it. From Quite Right. And before the show, him and I are sitting right next to each other eating hot wings. He's eating hot wings, I'm eating hot wings. And that's all we talked about the whole time. Because both of us are just psycho about hot wings. And then we both get on stage, and just like that, just crying.
I can't breathe. It is amazing.
We're talking about food.
Yes. Yeah, the food is amazing because nothing's frozen, nothing is brought in bulk or bullshit. I
We
mean,
need to go.
they
Let's
literally, everything is made to order.
So when I would tour,
me
when I would tour, that was the mark that whenever we played in any town, wherever we went
Had to have good
I
food.
went to go find hot wings. If the hot wings were trash, I'm out.
Oh, no. Now you can trash your hot wings.
Yeah, you
want
can
them
trash
trash.
No, if they're just shit trash, I'm out.
Oh, okay.
Hey, when we
No,
went to
these are not-
Texas-
these are not shit
You
trash.
remember which places to play with hot
when we toured down in Texas,
That's awesome.
where was that we got those wings that were just ridiculous?
Good or bad?
Oh, just
Off the
burn
chain.
you
What city were we in?
alive.
Was it?
I don't know. I was drunk.
I know.
Uh,
It wasn't.
But the thing
It
is,
was in
Jim
Houston.
is
I think
sober
we were in
now.
Houston.
Thank
How long
God.
have you been sober, Jim?
why are you buying?
You could have a
no,
water.
it was Colleen. We were in
Hey,
Colleen.
Clean, Texas.
Let me tell you
Arlene,
people,
Texas.
I've lost my best friend to alcohol for a long time. Me and
How
Jim,
long have you been sober, Jim?
tight,
Since last March.
Good for
and
you.
we're back friends again.
Yes, yes, yes.
That's awesome, man.
There's people that can drink, and there's people that have a problem with it.
I didn't have a problem with it at all.
Yes,
Jim
you
doesn't
did.
have a problem
No, I
anymore.
drank.
Jim doesn't
I
have a problem
I just fell
anymore.
downstairs. That's the problem. I
So-
only had
Oh,
one
you
problem.
just fell downstairs. That was it. I think there was more than that, but that's okay.
gallon
That's
a
all he
day.
remembers.
Well, and I've donated 4 houses due to it too.
Yeah,
So the
okay.
first night I meet Jim, we're hanging out at Danny's bar over called JoJo's.
Was that
in
the
Grant
first
City.
time we met him?
JoJo's,
over there?
yeah.
Sorry.
So, first night I meet Jim, and we hit it off right off the bat, you know. And Jim's got a water bottle.
Full of vodka? Was it full of vodka?
No.
No!
So many times.
It was either vodka or Rumble Mix.
I walk up to the
Was
bar
either
and I'm like,
vodka or
shit, man, I gotta get
Rumble
something to drink. And Jim goes, here, you got some of this. And I'm like, what the fuck?
He about killed me a million
We,
times.
we
on
went to
stage.
the was it Granny's Rocker reunion? No, the Beowulf reunion. And I got up and Jeff says he gets up to sing something with me. I don't
I was
remember what
doing
it was.
another thing coming that
Okay,
night.
and I get him up to sing with me on this, and he goes, and I'm thirsty. And he said, I hand him my water bottle, and he takes a big swig, and he's over there about gagging, and everybody's laughing. I'll sing the rest of it. Thanks.
Yep.
You gotta warn somebody.
Oh, I'll tell you, Craig Varvel, great player, Beowulf bass player.
Great heart, great
Oh,
person.
excellent. His wife, beautiful lady. She was in Gretchen Wilson's last video, Stacy or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And she comes up to
Shout out
me
Gretchen. She's a
one
sweetheart.
time where there's a benefit going on. I'm standing there, and hey, Sammy, how are you?
That
She's-
was when you were singing
yeah.
with Gretchen that night.
Yeah, well, I was singing with Gretchen, yeah. And Gretchen Wilson, she was Beowulf as well.
I know. She was
so,
Mrs. Beowulf for a while.
yeah, well, she's
One of
married to
them.
Larry.
Larry.
yeah.
Right.
But Sammy says, "Yeah, I'm thirsty." She grabbed the same thing as Wakeford. She grabs it. She's about to puke.
Well, when you're chugging and you're
Yeah, you don't-
thirsty
you don't taste it.
until
You
it's
don't
like,
expect it to be vodka. You know what's even funnier
taste it,
is
boy.
when you hand them when you do the same thing and it's got rumblements in it. Trust
Yeah.
me.
well,
you
no,
want to see some faces.
you and John used to drink, and when John and
Really?
you worked sound, I drank a lot of Rumplemint's. John,
Yes, I
yeah,
know.
you and John.
He's the only one I knew. I like it. He's the only one I ever met that liked that stuff. And we
I
did
liked
we
everything.
did your show down there at the what was it, the Harley Davidson.
Right.
And you couldn't get it down there because it's 100 proof. You couldn't buy it down at, was it Festus?
I remember.
Gary Surdike? No, not Gary Surdike.
Was it Surdike? It
Not
was Surdike.
Surdike. Was it Surdike?
It was a
It's
Surdike.
the one that's way down 67.
Yeah.
Not in Festus. It's down on the way towards like Bonterre or something.
Yeah, but you
Whatever
couldn't.
that
Yeah,
is.
we couldn't get Rumblements down there because it was 100 proof and they didn't have a license.
Yeah, I
for
think
it.
that is
So,
Surdike.
what? It was Surdike. It was Surdike. I was like, what? That's all that.
I had to teach Connor not to take water bottles from people.
Yes. You know who else got me on that? Joel. I used to play with Joel Ekman from Stone Sour. We did a gig outdoors. And on
Dreadnought.
4th of July in like
couldn't
southern
think of the name.
Dreadlock Cowboy, Dreadneck.
It's
yeah.
like 105 degrees on stage, and I get off stage, I'm just poured with sweat. And he goes, "You want a drink?" And he hands me a Mountain Dew bottle. So I tilted that sucker up and drank half of it before I realized what was in it, and it was done.
You and John ran sound for what's his name?
D-Rock.
D-Rock
Oh yeah.
at one of the.
That
What
benefit. It was for.
Was I playing there?
It was Halfway
Yeah,
House.
you played.
Halfway House did that benefit over there. Where was that?
What,
That
Greased
was,
Wheels and Gears or
Yeah,
something?
yes,
Yes,
yes.
that
Yeah, I played
That,
with him on
that
that
was
show.
the day
Yeah.
he says, I need a guitar amp. I brought him that Blue Voodoo.
Oh, yeah.
It runs 32 16 ohm cabinets.
Right.
It was something that Craig made that was professional. Megadeth used them all the time. And he says, man, that's a sweet sounding amp. And then John says, "Here, you guys had something in a bottle," and that was the first time I ever drank that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
D-Rock is an awesome guy.
He's a sweetheart.
He's a dreadneck cowboy. They call him. He says, "I'm a dreadneck." Guy is awesome. He's, I think, in Europe right now touring.
He's in Nashville.
Is he in Nashville?
He's in Nashville. It's on my page. I got to find it, but he got nominated for another award.
Good, another Josie. He's awesome.
It's so amazing.
He is great.
Tight-knit.
Great guy too.
Super nice.
It ain't really tri-state. It's like 5-state area.
Right.
From St. Louis, that everybody knows everybody.
So I got
a very small circle.
Yes.
Not me, because I was drunk.
It gets smaller. So I got a great story about D-Rock. So he had this ex who was a little on the woo
I think
side.
I know who you're talking
Anyway, so
She
here's
wasn't
the
blonde-headed,
thing.
was she?
Aren't they all on your side?
Well, it's all y'all's fault. Don't get me started, damn it.
That's good, Dick.
So, I used to do this. I did 2 videos a week. One was who's playing where, and the other was I would pick out one original band and just do a little, like a 30-second promo of this is a new band, blah, blah, blah. So I did one for D-Rock.
Mm-hmm.
She sent me this diatribe, long freaking message on Messenger about he's this and you're that, and she's calling me every name in the book and blah, 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 because she's jealous and crazy and all
He
this
is
shit.
such a respectful man.
Here's the great thing about it. So usually when I put those videos out there, I'm happy with if it gets 1,000 views, because it sits up there for a week.
Sorry.
So I get 1,000 views on these videos. She got so mad every time she looked at it and kept passing it along and bitching about me to everybody. 6,500 views. I was
There you
like,
go.
bring it. There's no such thing as bad publicity. I'll take it all.
Well, and he's such a.
I was like, wow.
But he's such a respectful.
He's a nice guy.
God-fearing patriot.
He's a nice person.
And he's just, not the kind of person that gets out there and does stupid shit.
No, he doesn't.
So much for the troops.
Yes, he does. And the kids, too.
Yeah,
Me and Jim, Jim played with him at one of the schools.
Of Whitehall. And they made him a guitar, the one with the American flag.
cool.
Instead of, they were trying to cut the shop classes, but the kids, the teacher ended up showing them how to build guitars. And they all built guitars, and they gave them to Diva.
That's awesome. That is so cool. But yeah, and unfortunately I ended up running into her. They played a gig in St. Charles at some little hole in the wall. It was next to a Chinese restaurant on 5th Street. I can't remember the name of the place. And Mike the Wop played drums for him. And I don't remember who else. I think maybe Rudy was there too.
The bass
Anyway,
player.
and I went in the bathroom, and here she goes in the bathroom right behind me, locks the door, and she's got me pinned up against the wall. I was like, get your freaking hands off me. I said, you know what? This is ridiculous. She was off her fucking mind.
Cut it out, Mike.
I was like, you gotta be kidding me. This
Okay,
doesn't happen to anybody.
it's time to get back to Mike. It's time to get back to Mike.
I didn't do
And
it.
what we got going on musically.
Now you brought your guitars and your bass.
What guitars? Where?
Yes.
Where?
Are they just empty? Are those machine guns in there?
Those are ukuleles.
Ukuleles. You gonna play a song for us?
You do a couple, we'll all do one each, and we'll get out of here, huh?
All right, that's cool, dude.
All right. You need a minute to set up. You can put a song on while you're doing
Yeah,
that.
that's cool.
Okay.
I gotta pee anyway.
Who do you want to hear?
Hey, I was in Strike Force. Play
So
some
we
Strike
we
Force.
started out with Blue Mist because it's 50 it's a 50-year anniversary for Mama's Pride, so we got to give them that. Those guys are the bomb.
Pat and Dawn Liston.
Yes, Pat and Donnie, we love you. Yes,
Dawn
it's freaking awesome.
Lapardis, my cousin.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Pat
She's a
White,
great
who's not here
person.
right now.
Pat White, where are you? He's so awesome. He played last Friday night at Parrots.
I know, I was supposed to go.
Yes, he played last Friday night, and this Friday we've got.
I know, we make you practice on weeknights.
Yeah.
This Friday we got Claudia Rose, and then Saturday we've got Pineapple Express,
Nice.
which is killer. Okay, so and then we have Red, Conquest, who played this weekend at Diamond Music Hall.
Great
Their song
band.
Red, yes,
Great band.
those guys are awesome. And then Gorilla Theory, Mouth Out. Gorilla Theory. Oh my God, they're freaking great. They're awesome. Half their band moved to Florida.
Oh, that
I mean-
sucks. And then half stays here.
I know, but Tommy Crane's still here. He's where he
Tommy.
runs back and forth. Yeah, he's freaking awesome. That's his band. And then we heard some Amaranth because we were in the middle of bringing everybody else in. So, what do you guys want to hear?
Jim said some Strike Force.
Yeah, I was in Strike Force. We had a Grammy nomination for our Elegant Steel.
Elegant Steel album.
Yeah, we had a Grammy nomination for that. I mean,
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put some Jimmy Griffin.
Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy.
Jimmy's band, The Incurables. That's what we're going to listen to. We're going to do that one while you guys tune up and do whatever you need to do. Episode 94, Blackie Starks, the whole crew, the whole
there's
neighborhood.
a tuner in that guitar. Is the battery up?
All that good stuff. We'll be right back.
Yeah, he said it's tuner.
serving Chinese yardbird and swine in a T-bone avocado, Cuban cigars and a nice French wine. St. Peter throws a party. I met a nice young blonde. She's good with origami and she knows what time to leave. Accommodations wonderful, and I could be hard to please. Well, I must admit these last few years they seem Shakespearean. Enough plots and plans is there to send a killing on a Generian. Every vengeful wife, her son and one most disapproving daughter. Big lady Macbeth and Richard III, 'cause Meek as Hamlet's mother. While I'm waiting on to get the last laugh, got a Cadillac filled with cash. Got Nat King Cole on God's radio, and I got Einstein's autograph. But tossed my girlfriend out and locked me up and threw away the key. Got a judge to say I was crazy and then just left me be. Stole my last words and wishes, and when I could not make a sound, gave himself with medication after I was on the ground. While I'm waiting on to get the last laugh, I got a Cadillac filled with cash. I got a Nat King Cole on God's radio, and I got Einstein's autograph. The life I live, the life you tell, well the facts lie incognito. At least the New York Times was kind enough to mention my libido. Got a jailhood lawyer destined from jail, and he sold you down the river to watch your greed for glory. Oh, makes a dead man shiver. But that's okay, you can have your day. But as far as I can see, at least I know you're miserable, and that's just fine with me. Well, I finally got the very last laugh. I got a Cadillac filled with gas. I got Nat King Cole on God's radio, and I got Einstein's autograph. I got Nat King Cole on God's radio, and I got Einstein's autograph. Well, hey, Junior, what the hell with that funeral? I said, hey, Junior, what the hell with that funeral? Standing there clapping for my crazy old wife, the same folks that hated me most of my life. Well, hey, Junior, what the hell with that funeral? Well, hey, Junior, what was you thinking? The opiates and the
Facebook.com. They're all yelling at each other right now if you haven't seen that already, but that's all gone.
ugly.
Because you're stupid. It's just a band talking amongst themselves. So, on our break, we heard Amarath, we heard The Incurables, and Steve Scorfina with his band, The Ambassadors. The song was Einstein's Autograph, which is a killer song. And, of course, Torchlight Parade, Metal to the Pedal. Let's give them all
Ken,
I
I have a
love that
question.
band.
I love
Amaranth, they're just really, I mean, the
Joe
talent
is
in that band.
talented as shit.
Yes. I mean,
Kat, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Why did you make us all put our clothes back on?
because that's what I do.
There's kids here, Jim. You'll get arrested.
And there's kids here, right, you know.
Again?
Yes, there's kids here again.
Always
That's why you're on the back 40. Living in a cardboard box.
That's why nobody
Living on a
loves me
cardboard
anymore.
box in a
Hey,
dish.
just to let everybody know,
Please let everybody
I'm
know.
gonna have a badass Halloween. I got 5.5 acres.
Hangover?
You can ask Jim. I normally last time I had Steve Scorfina. I had my cousin Dawn. I ain't gonna say his name.
Donnie listed.
And Pat. Al Schubert, bunch of guys. We normally do a big Halloween party at my house.
Order.
So coming up in Halloween time.
Are we talking October? This
Yes,
is January.
I'm just putting it out there.
Okay, let's put it out here now. Let's put it
That's
out there
what
now.
I need.
Put it on your calendars.
Well,
In 9 months, there's
everybody
going to be a
brings their
bad.
four-wheelers. Everybody brings their four-wheelers and
What
shit.
if I don't have 4 wheels?
Steal one.
You ride your two-wheeler or your unicycle, whatever you got.
If
with
you
it.
start now, you can get to his house on your two-wheeler.
12,
and your
14
unicycle.
Old Rock Road.
Listen, I gotta tell you something about Jeff's road. This is hilarious. So, first time I go to Jeff's house, you turn down this road, right? And all of a sudden you're in the woods and the lights go out.
Right.
And you hear banjo
If
music.
you're in the passenger seat, the only thing that would come out of your mouth is you look to the driver and go, "Dude, are we okay? Are we
Right.
still friends?"
Right.
Hey, what did I tell you about? I had a girl.
And then he goes onto a
You
dirt
had
road.
a girl. Here we go. You had a girl.
I've
And
had
this is what you did with
I've
her.
had a couple before I was with my wife. I've always been an avid Harley rider since I was 16
Those guys
years
were pretty
old.
cool, too.
Yeah, I know most
Right.
of them are. But I got one of my brothers from the Eagles Motorcycle Club, his daughter on the back of my bike. We're just going to go, you know.
Anyway.
And we're heading out to my house. And like Mike says, you go to turn on my road, what she do? She jumps off the bike and runs.
Because she's
You
an
know,
idiot.
It looks like the Jersey Woods where all the mafia dumped people.
And then you got, and then, see, Michael, you should have brought my banjo with you because
Right.
then I'd have said, sure,
Right.
you got a pretty looking bud.
And my
Wow.
wife,
I had a pretty
my
mouth.
wife
Party
says,
mouth.
Awesome. Very cool.
That- we'll have to get the
and
banjo
your wife
going
was
on
one
that.
who wasn't scared, so you knew she was the one.
That's how she picked her. That's how you picked her.
There you go.
You didn't jump off the bike.
Right.
Hey, I got to tell
first
this.
time though, when I pulled up at her mom's house to get her, she goes, "Looks like you're gonna follow after your dad's footsteps riding with a biker."
Hey, let me tell this story because my mother will really kick my ass, but I had to tell it. My mother met my father at a family reunion. And this is true.
something you admit,
This
man.
is true.
I knew I was in the right
So your
band.
family tree doesn't fork? Is that what you're
does
trying
not
to
fork.
tell
It's
us?
like a Cal Ladder blue spruce.
Well, there you go.
But
Growing.
yeah, Southern Missouri, we you know, if
That's
you get
all
divorced,
right.
you're
Yeah,
still brother
second,
and
third
sister.
cousins, 220, 221, whatever it takes,
Oh,
right?
I'm the hardest family member.
But
so.
the thing is they were cousins by marriage, so
Sure they were. It's okay.
that's
And
why I ain't got
how
no
many
teeth
of,
left.
And how many of you have webbed feet? Tell me.
Well, you mean other than me and my brothers?
Telephone pole.
There's a couple me and Jim wonder whose kid's who.
Right. Well, they got big noses and red hair, so
Well,
And
there you
some
go.
of them have a gut, some of them are skinny.
Right.
We ain't for sure.
I'm not skinny anymore.
I know you fat
I blame
fuck.
it on food, is what I blame it on.
Nice. Okay. Can we hear some music? You guys gonna play some music or just
I
sit here?
suppose.
It's up to the boys that are talented. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna play the rhythm on there.
We're just gonna
Well,
sit.
scoot around on my
John,
scoot around on my cajon, would ya?
Oh, I'll scoot around on the cajon.
Hey, I'm gonna sit here and look pretty because I have a face for radio.
Hey,
Yes, you
if I
do.
need to reach around for the
No, that's not. No.
You gotta put a 20 back there. See?
That was
You
just a
gotta
shitty
put
thing
the
to
20
say.
back there.
You
No
know,
reach
there's
around, no
there's
free
a
reach
couple
arounds.
Strokes on this song I can't reach.
You know, I told my girlfriend, let's try anal. She said, fuck that shit. I said, that's the spirit.
Nice. Is this where we're gonna go?
Are we on?
Yeah, well, you know.
Or is this better?
Yeah, crickets.
Hey, don't forget Deutsch Village Inn, where all the musicians play.
Oh, yeah, a lot of them, yeah.
They do. So are you guys playing this weekend? Anybody playing
We
this
ain't
weekend?
playing for a month. We took a month off because we got a couple guys in the band. We thought they were sick, but they might have AIDS. We ain't for sure.
What, did they have a pounding sensation
There's
in their
one right
asshole?
there.
Yeah.
A lot of cupcakes being found on pillows.
What kind of cupcakes?
And ducks and chickens on made out of pillows. I don't know what's going on.
A lot of people don't know that Mike tells that story about how we met at Danny's bar, but we actually met in prison. He was my wife.
Well, there you go. Oh, you gotta have one of those.
When we hit the street.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. Is this one of these? Is that what it was?
Clear it out, Jim. The hate is forever.
Okay, let's play some music. You gotta redeem yourself because those jokes are freaking horrible.
Tell them who this is and what we're doing, man.
Okay.
We're gonna do a Gavin DeGraw song. Actually, I tell you what, I really dig this song because the lyrics of this song really kind of resonate.
And what do we say? It's like a gospel.
Cause you're
song.
such an asshole.
Everyone knows me. I don't try and conform to any societal standards.
Do you want me to play the acoustic on the other then?
If you know it, go ahead.
I know the bass
too
part.
loud.
go ahead.
Yeah,
No,
well, yeah.
Go ahead, go for it, man. This song actually resonates really well, just because I am that person who just says "fuck everybody else." This is who I am.
That's how
You
you
know,
gotta be.
I mean, honestly, it's an old quality that really doesn't get accepted much these days.
And this has
No.
a Zeppelin tone that you gotta reach in and feel.
It does.
Well, that's good.
Cat got me buzzed, so
There's nothing wrong with not having a filter and saying what's on your mind. It's like I told somebody. I said,
Music is a feeling.
well, of course it is. I mean, and it's ever changing, and it's non-conformity, and it also is non-judgmental.
And not to knock all my buddies that are pro musicians, not even saying pro, but the ones that gotta count every little. They're on a number
you
system.
gotta feel it, man.
I am a feeling kind of guy.
You gotta feel it. If
I
you
mean,
don't
I
feel
can count to 4. I'm a drummer.
If you don't feel it, the audience doesn't feel it.
Right.
So-
You
Exactly.
got to put it out there for them as you're feeling it.
All right.
Are we done
Austin, take it
tuning?
away.
Are we ready?
Oh,
you
you
need
told
this?
to sit down and shut up.
You
so-
need this?
I do have a pick of my own.
Holy shit, he's got a pick
once.
today.
You need picks? I have picks. I
Oh,
always
hey,
have.
you're
I
right.
always have picks. Always got picks. Okay, you guys
I
ready?
haven't bought a pick since 1996.
All right.
Don't care. Shut
I
up.
steal them all.
Shut up.
I don't need to be anything other than a prison guard's son. I don't need to be anything other than a specialist son. I don't have to be anyone other than the birth of two souls in one. Part of where I'm going is knowing where I'm coming from. I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is think of me and have a peace of mind. I'm tired of looking around rooms, wondering what I got to do, who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me. I'm surrounded by liars everywhere I turn. I'm surrounded by imposters everywhere I turn. I'm surrounded by identity crisis everywhere I turn. Am I the only one who noticed
I can't be the only one who learned. I don't want to be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is think of me and have a peace of mind. I don't want to be anyone got to do who I'm supposed to be. I don't want to be anything other than me. Can I have everyone's attention, please? If you're not like this now, you're gonna have to leave. I came from the mountain, across the creation. Oh, my soul situation, made from clay to stone. Now I'm telling everybody, I don't wanna be anything other than what I've been trying to be lately. All I have to do is think of me and have peace of mind. I'm tired of looking around rooms, wondering what I got to do, who I'm supposed to be. I don't wanna be anything other than me. I don't wanna be, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't wanna be, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't wanna be, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't wanna be anything other than me. I don't wanna be, ooh, I don't wanna be, yeah, yeah. I don't wanna be, ooh, I don't wanna be, yeah. I don't wanna be, I don't wanna be, oh, yeah. I don't wanna be anything other than me. I don't wanna be, oh, yeah.
Woo! That's a killer song, man.
Yeah.
That's a very cool
dig it.
song. Very cool. It speaks to you, it speaks to us, for sure.
It definitely resonates. Talking to
That was like,
What was that like? Are you ready to sing your song?
I was like doing this.
I know.
Hey, I want to know what you're doing with your piggy bank tonight.
You're not buying
Fill it
him
with
anything. That's right.
Putting your money in it.
hmm His money. His money. Your money.
What you got up next for us, Mike?
Interstate Love Song. Let's do that one.
That's another good one.
You want to play it, Michael, or you want me to?
I don't play it. I don't play that one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Leaving on a southern train only yesterday. Lying promises when I see to be only watch the time go by. And all the things you said to me.
That's the first time. Anything, I think any of that stuff's been done acoustic.
Really? How long have you been singing, Mike? And who told you, or when did you decide that you could sing? As far as somebody said, "Oh my God, you can sing."
Okay, so I actually have a funny story about this. When? So I started a cover band when I was in the Air Force.
Name of the band, when?
I started a cover band when I was in the Air Force in '98, and my intention was just to be a rhythm guitar player. Right? We had this singer who I was stationed at Pope Air Force Base, and we had a singer that was off Fort Bragg. No, I'm sorry, he was Air Force also. He was a pararescue combat control guy, which is kind of like special forces of the Air Force. So Kevin was constantly gone. Like it's like with those guys in special forces, 1 minute you're there hanging out having a beer, next minute you're in Afghanistan. Right. It's like that. Right. And he was constantly just like, I gotta go, dude. Sorry, I gotta go. Right. And we had these gigs booked, and so no one else would step up and sing the shows. So I started doing it, and I was horrible. I was just absolutely horrible.
What?
If you listen to the old recordings, I was horrible.
Well, what was it? Were you just scared and you just,
Yeah, I was
couldn't let go?
Just inexperience, nervousness.
You didn't have that fuck you
I
attitude?
did
Is that
not
what it
back
was?
then.
Well, that's
Did
what
not
your
back then.
problem was.
So the more gigs we would end up doing, the more I would end up singing for the band.
Mhm.
Eventually, I just became the front man for the band, and Kevin went on and did his own thing.
Right.
So we actually went and recorded a record for $300. 12 songs, $300. Yeah, we know you got to. The quality matched the price that we paid.
Really?
And I've actually got the songs saved, and it's horrible. I every once in a while I go back and listen to it just to remind myself, okay, you had a bad night, but at least it's not bad.
So you heard your insecurity and not so confident, and when you should have just let it go, right?
I didn't really understand songwriting. I didn't understand projection. I didn't understand timing. It was starting out, you know.
Very
Late
cool.
90s, I guess, was. So I've been playing. I started playing drums when I was a kid.
Mhm.
Back in the
Right.
Oh
Right.
man, what a horrible profession.
I heard all drummers suck,
Yeah.
dude.
For $20, every one of us.
Right, there you go. $20 is
So,
that's the name of the band. $20 is $20.
Apparently, I was no good at that either, so I couldn't get $20. I had to pick up guitar.
Right.
Mike, you're great, brother.
You couldn't even get $20. Oh,
couldn't even get $20.
baby.
So,
You
so
learned
yeah.
the lyrics. You need a date.
So how long were you in the service?
8 years.
And did you play the whole time you were in there, and then you got out and did your own thing, or?
The first couple of years, first 3 years, all I cared about was riding my motorcycle and getting laid. To be honest with you,
That's all there is.
That's all
to
I
it.
cared about. So
Right.
I got stationed in Korea, and everything was taken away. It was like
Right.
basically like being in prison for a year.
Right.
I had nothing to do except sit in the dorms or go to work.
Right.
One of my
Did you learn anything interesting?
Yeah. Don't drink so much.
Don't eat fresh kimchi.
Yeah, that too.
And $5 you could buy a bar out.
There was a couple of guys in the dorms that had guitars, and there was just one guy. There was just one guy who could play. He could play right or left-handed, upside down, and like
It's
400
amazing.
positions.
It's amazing how many musicians never get found out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've played with some guys, and I played with some top-notch guys that think, yeah, they get the. But there's a buddy of mine, Greg Dennis, and Jim will say it. This guy, no matter what it is, he will make it sound better than what the record does.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's like Todd Jones and Darren
Oh,
Boyd.
yeah,
and-
Todd,
Right.
yeah.
My God, even
There's a ton of musicians out there that are underrated.
That's in our
Just like-
area.
I mean,
unknown to us what else is out there.
well, I mean, think of all the bands that have gone that have been underrated for the Babies, April Wine,
Oh, I know.
Rainbow. You know, I mean, Circus Maximus. People don't even know that. Oh my God, have you heard Circus Maximus? Holy shit! Come on.
I know.
Dream Theater. You know, their song, their songs
And
9-10 minutes
I
long.
can imagine the people Mike got to meet.
So yes,
Absolutely great.
That
They're
Mike
great
got to
kids. They're
meet
friggin' awesome.
overseas, you know. These different people from different areas.
yep.
I'm sure. You know.
It's really sad. It really is. Breaks my heart.
So for the first 3 months I was in Korea, I drank so bad that I gave myself alcohol poisoning. I literally almost died.
Is that when you grew that
What?
third limb?
That's exactly third and fourth.
Dang it! Because you couldn't, because there was nothing else to do.
Nothing else to do. So
Loneliness too.
So
I'm
I
sure.
got to the point where I drank so much that I couldn't even smell alcohol. I wanted to throw up.
So were you guys just stuck somewhere, and there
I
was
was
just,
on air base.
and they wouldn't let you leave, or
I mean, we could get out in town, but I mean, what are you gonna do? You don't have a car.
right?
Pretty much just walk everywhere you go. So you go out on the weekends and you drink, and you drink, and you drink, and you drink.
Whoa.
So drank to the point where I threw up violently for like 3 days.
Ugh.
Work sucked,
What is this?
and then I got to the point where I couldn't even look at alcohol. So I had to find something else to
That's
do.
a good
So
thing.
that's when I picked up the guitar, and I basically.
So
that's
you
all I
never
did.
played before then, or?
I played. I screwed around
What about
with it
this
when I was
one?
since I was
Like this
14, but I never really.
So
I
you-
learned some Eagles songs.
Your dedication started while you were in the service, and with other guys,
7 months to
the
kill.
camaraderie.
Well, you
This
You
is
got to
all
work
him.
on,
He wants to know what each sound is. So
Mike,
I
you
said,
got to
all right.
work on the awesome Warthog. I mean, how awesome was that?
I was with the A-10s the last couple of years of my career. Best goddamn aircraft on the planet.
Oh, those are unbelievable.
How cool was it? I mean, it was like, I mean, the kids were like, whoa. I mean,
Hey,
it's really,
again, thank you. Anybody that
Hey,
serves
Sweeties
for the
is that
United
also.
States.
This man right here, where did he go?
He disappeared, but I want to thank him also.
He's a
Yeah.
Anybody that puts their time in, a lot of people will tell you, yeah, they don't have jobs, so they go into service. But when they get there in the service, they do not know what to expect. You never know what to expect.
So I went in. I went in purposely. Like I didn't go in because I didn't have a job or opportunities. It was right when Desert Storm kicked off. I've always been the guy. I got picked on as a kid, and I got.
Oh, hey, you never would have liked Jim when you did it. No, I'm telling you.
I
This
saw
guy
this-
picked on everybody. First time I met him, me and Mike Staples walk up and he says, what are you homos doing?
That's how he picks. That's how he picks guys up.
that was creepy, yes. That was creepy.
So I saw it, and I purposely walked into the recruiter's office, and when I told my dad and mom, they were not very happy about it.
Like I said,
Yeah, I wasn't happy
sounds
either.
like
My
some-
son calls me and he
It
says,
sounds like you're
Mom,
in a cave.
I need you to tell the recruiter where you were born. So I said, Parlez-vous
Oh,
français, monsieur?
What did you
He
just
said,
tell me?
He said, Mom, don't speak French to these people. I want to go in the army. I said, you have a full ride scholarship. You're playing football at Ole
But
Miss.
if that's
What are
what-
you doing in the?
that's what his heart felt.
No, he says, Mom, he knows military on both sides of our family. My dad was a Marine. I said, oh my God, don't get me started.
Well, see, my son said he was going to call me from the recruiter's office, and I answered the phone, Allah Akbar.
Yeah. No, I said, Parlez-vous français, monsieur? He said, no, Mom, tell him where you were born. I said, oh God. I said, you're not going to quit.
It hurts everybody, but if they're not there doing that, we're fucked.
Oh, I know.
Pardon my French.
It's not French. That's not French.
Well, whatever the fuck you
No,
want to call
you
it.
just
Pourquoi?
don't. I mean, you're proud and you're upset and you're nervous and you're worried every time. I mean, being a mom of a kid.
There's our other military guy right there.
It's a whole mixture of, I can't even tell you the emotions. I'm proud, but at the same time, I don't want
Every American, no matter who you are, is making a sacrifice. Some are more than others, but that's what makes our nation up of America.
So, here we go. All of our boys and girls in the military, we got to give them one of these. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
That's why he has his social Soldier by Blood.
You ready
Yes.
to play that song, guys?
Okay,
So
you
this
guys
is
can do
called,
this song. Hang
This
on a
is an
second.
original song called Stone the Wave. You heard me play this on the show before.
Yes.
Austin just learned this today.
Very
Still
cool.
working on it.
Because he's a whiz kid.
He is.
And if he hits
He's
something,
always
if he hits something that
jazz.
sounds like a bad note, it's jazz. Okay, so
That's right.
Right,
Oh,
exactly.
that's
jazz
all
too.
music.
Yeah.
We play 440 jazz.
right.
It's all good.
4-chord. That's that.
Okay, go.
It's a clip.
I have something more to say to you. Yesterday was yesterday, never coming back. These are the things that I'm throwing in. This is the wave that you're bringing in. I'll be the stone, you'll be the wave. I won't swim and you won't save me. I look ahead, you bring me past. All that we've done just comes rushing back in. Wonder if I can fix what was broken. Never coming around, I'm finding you. Promise to never have regrets, because the tragedy we lived through meant that I was never next to you. These are the things that I'm throwing in. This is the wave that you're bringing in. I'll be the soul, you'll be the wave. I won't swim and you won't save me. I look ahead, you bring the past. All that we've done just comes rushing back in. Everything yesterday was yesterday. We almost stole down the way. I'll be the stone, you'll be the wave. I won't swim, but you won't save me. I'll look ahead, you bring the past. All that we've done just comes rushing back in. I'll be the stone, you'll be the wave. I won't swim, and you won't save me. I'll look ahead, you bring the past. All that we've done just comes rushing back in.
Stand next to me.
We are the stone of the wave. Stand on the shore. We are the stone of the wave.
Stand on the shore.
We are the stone of the wave. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
On the shore.
We are the stone of the wave.
Very good.
Blow it up.
Very
Pound
cool.
Woo!
So how many more songs you got in the can?
A whole bunch.
Hold on.
Jump
We're ready to go.
Yeah, you start that over.
Are you doing solo or am I?
All right.
You go ahead.
Go ahead, do the
Playing
Have
music.
a boy just
Deck.
Still working.
So I gave Austin a list of songs today, and I'm kind of throwing it in the fire right now. That's what's happening.
How many did you learn?
Well, I went over them, but not to say I'm a little
All of
screwed
them?
up.
And
Yeah,
you
I
know
got
this,
it.
man.
Yeah.
You will learn these songs and you'll enjoy it.
Just do like everybody else. Just follow the drum.
Yeah, right.
I'm playing with
Really?
It's all the same. Only the names are changed every day. It seems we're wasting away. Another place. The faces are so cold. I'm all night just to get back home. And I'm a cowboy. On steel horse I ride. I'm wanted. Dead or alive. Sometimes I sleep. Sometimes another day. And the people I meet always go their separate ways. Sometimes you tell the day by the bottle that you drink. Sometimes when you're alone, all you do is think. Cowboy, on the steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. I'm a cowboy. Dead or alive. Oh yeah! Cowboy, on the steel horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead or alive. And I walk these streets with a 6-string on my back and a play for keeps. 'Cause I might not make it there. I've been everywhere. And I'm standing tall. And I've seen a million places. And I've rocked them all. Like a cowboy on a steel horse I ride. I want it, dead or alive. I'm a cowboy. I got the night on my side, and I'm wanted, dead or alive, dead or alive, dead or alive. I still drive, dead or alive.
I think there's probably a flying shark. You think there's probably a flying shark in that game? You think there might be a mega shark that can fly? Someday?
Yes, you can go up into space.
Like if it's a shark that can fly, it can breathe air.
See,
and
you
water.
pulled the cord, and he won't shut up the rest of the night.
I don't know
You
where
pulled the
he-
tab out of the back of the battery
I don't
box.
know where he would get that from.
You don't have batteries?
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's going.
There are no batteries. It's never ending. Like a gobstopper.
Watch your ear, Mike.
Leave it. Leave it.
I should have named it the Energizer Bunny.
Yes, I know. Okay. What do we got here? Hey, come on.
You want another one? You want to talk some more? What do you want to do?
What do you want to do?
I say do a Head East song with Jim singing it.
Well, yeah, cool.
I've been breathing fiberglass all day.
You love me tonight.
Yeah, I don't think
It's all
so.
good.
No.
What do you want to do?
What do you know? Let's ask him what he knows, because you threw 20 songs at him and said learn them all.
He knows every book in the Bible.
What about
We can do the plush if you wanted to. What else? Can't think of
Oh, Back on the Road. What about that one? Can you do that one acoustic?
I don't know about that. It'd be tough on
doing that
acoustic.
second, man.
No, it's straight. You
Oh,
gotta
the
be
leads,
able to do it.
the leads again.
Don't do it. Let
do
one
the
guy play the straight.
Just roll through the rhythms.
Yeah.
That's usually what
I
I
mean,
mean.
we can do that, man.
When I'm back on when I'm doing acoustic stuff.
Hey,
I'm
don't
especially by
forget
myself,
to go right into that verse.
Let's try that one. So this is a little REO Speedwagon for you.
A little
1,
Mario.
2, 3, 4.
Please don't hate me, mama, for what I'm about to do. The good times we had together are just about now through. Please don't misunderstand me. I hate to see you cry. I think that it might look better if I told you now goodbye. Back on the road again. This time I leave you now. Maybe I'll see you next time that I'm around. Till then I hope you're happy, baby. Good times come your way. Back on the road again. I'm on my way. Oh yes. Well, I love you since the day I met you. You know I love you till the day I die. But we both know the life I'm living, and we both know the reason why. I got to leave you, mama. You know it's got to be today. But you know that I'll see you next time that I come through your town to play. Back on the road again. This time I leave you now. Maybe
So the songs you've written a million songs. Do you have a common thread as far as your songs, or is it just have to do with what you're going through in your life, or?
Exactly. It's exactly what I'm going through at that particular moment in time.
Right.
I'm kind of an open book as far as that, because it's my therapy. I mean,
Right.
I mean, everything that I write is pretty much what's inside and what I'm dealing with at the time. So, and a lot of it, especially if I really open the floodgates, you might get 12 songs dealing with the same subject. Unfortunately, it's just how it works. You know, it's just like, I got a lot of shit to say, so here it is in 4 minutes.
Okay, so, and with that being said, so you found your voice, and the very first song that you like, whoa, this is it, this is where I'm going, this is me, fuck you, this is what I'm going to say, whether you like it or not, I'm Blackie Starks and I'm here to stay. That song, what was that song? What was that breakout song that said, this is me, I'm here? Not the ones you started out with where it was like, which one was it that said, I'm here?
It's his first divorce.
Well, okay.
Not necessarily.
I'm starting to see a pattern here.
So I was married. I was actually married to a girl for 8 years while I was in the service.
Right.
And we just grew apart. No ill feelings. We're still friends. We never had kids together. We just one day we both woke up and said, I just don't want to do this anymore. And we still talk.
It's all good.
She's married with kids, lives out in Florida, and it's cool.
That's good.
Still talk to her mom and everything. So my second one, on the other hand, that was when Satan entered the picture. So she laid the groundwork for a lot of the shit that I went through. When I was in a band called Field of Grey, and Field of Grey I was really kind of that angsty, coming out of the 90s, that angsty, just got out of service, and I was kind of pissed off about the way things were going. That's more or less what that
life
was.
in general.
It was about society, like just where society was headed.
Yeah,
if you listen to the Warning album.
But you didn't have that much control in Field of Grey because you were just coming out of the service and just coming into your own, right?
I wrote all the lyrics and I co-wrote all the music with JP.
Right.
So, but a lot of my subject matter had to do with what was going on in society.
Right.
When I got with Isaac James, I went back and listened to the album a couple of months ago. Mm-hmm. And this is kind of messed up, but I started crying.
So it all came back to you?
Well, I was at work. I've been through hell and back, and because of Kimber, I pulled myself out of that stuff with the help of her and her family. She literally saved my life, and I didn't realize just how bad I was. I didn't realize how bad it was for me until I went back here a couple of months ago, and I just decided I'm going to throw the Isaac James album on one day. And I was at work, and about third or fourth song in, I started crying, just uncontrollably, like, fuck.
Well, that's what you needed. That's what you needed to do.
That guy, not me. I'm not that guy anymore. But that guy that was going through that stuff. I'm listening to the lyrics, and I had called her and told my buddy Scott. I'm like, wow, dude, that guy was going through a lot of shit. That guy was in pain. So it kind of got to the point where I kind of stay away from that album anymore. Because it brings back a lot of bad memories.
Yeah, but
I was bad off.
No, but okay. So let me tell you about bad memories. When I went through it, oh my God. Long story short, I went through 3 years of deep psychoanalysis because of the way I grew up. My parent was horrible, and I was in a bad marriage. Blah blah blah. So this is what I learned from that. The more you go through it, the less it hurts. Well, it takes off some of that pain. It takes that edge off of it, and guess what? And you can handle it because guess what? It's right in front of you, and you see it, and you get it, and it's like you realize that it's not all you. You realize that your part, that you were in that, and everything that went along with it. So, and you do feel better, yes?
I mean, that's why I write, to lessen that pain. I'll play an Isaac James song for you.
Can you handle it?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
I'm good.
Yeah. Don't say yeah. Don't say yeah.
If you need to lay your head in my lap.
Hey,
really? Oh my God. Well, you got to get Jim out of the way first.
Jim's always got his head in my lap. He sleeps on my couch, man. You know.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and I die from the wood smell of the wood furnace. I need to find a home.
You gotta find a girlfriend.
If you don't want to
well,
do this,
I
you
don't
don't have to do it. You want to do something else?
Got one of those, but
If you don't want to do it, do something else, Jack
It's kind of
Blackie.
hard stuff.
Then don't do it. Do something else.
7 hours away.
If you want to hear it, go on YouTube. The whole album's posted on YouTube. It's on Amazon Music. It's on Spotify. Isaac James, Shut Up and Listen. Listen to lyrics. That's what I was going through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
But, you know, Kimber, who's, you know, she's a godsend, and she has the patience of Job, obviously, because she's still with you. And the fact that you can share that with her, and it does lessen that being all alone kind of thing.
She only stays with him because I come around, and she loves me.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Shut up, Jim. Not about you this time.
Hey, without Jim, I don't think I'd be married 30 years. My old lady's seen the worst shit that could ever happen in life.
So I ain't getting back out in that fucking dating. If that's what's out for, all right.
Yeah, fuck that noise. Screw that. No.
All right, you know what? Let me try this. I'm trying to get through it.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Really?
An empty house. I thought I saw you walk by an open doorway. Must be losing my mind. Silent room. All I can hear is the thunder. Here comes the rain. Come and wash me away. That night I sat straight up in bed, heard the door. Must be dreaming again. Cold sweat, ain't no way to be living. No bad wind, I feel the rain coming in. Hey, 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 yeah. And I know the way you look at me. Everything changes and be what you need, and I know the way you look before. Everything changed when you walked out the door, and I know the way you look at me. Everything changed when you walked out the door, and I know the way you looking for. Everything changed. You walked out the door and take the pain away. Yeah, that's a tough one, man.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Don't finish it. All right, go to something else. Play the go-to song that's going to pull you out of it.
That whole album just tears me up.
Well,
Now that you're in that feeling, do something else.
so hit your go-to song that will pull you out of it.
Red House,
Let's do Plush.
baby.
Let's do Plush. Let's do
There you
Plush.
go.
There
So
you
this
go.
is one of the first songs I learned how to play on guitar when I was in the service. And I was just talking to Austin, this little riff that the DeLeo brother came up with this. I think it's the most fucking awesome thing I've ever heard
It
in my life.
is.
I got hooked on it. I wanted to learn it. I sat down I wanted to get that perfect. And
you did.
I fucking love this song.
Well, then do it.
That's the thing, though. You got a voice that would do anything from the 80s on.
I actually used to do 18 in Life by Skid Row. I have to refresh myself on it, but I got a pretty cool version. I'll have to bust it out sometime.
You can do
No,
it
that's
now
the
if you
one
want.
use the C clamp on your scrotum.
Yeah.
Sebastian's bad.
So, what do you want to do? You want to do Skid Row? Or you want to do this other
We're
one?
gonna do some STP. One of my biggest influences in writing. So
Okay.
I'm sorry I couldn't get through the rain, man. It's just it started
That's-
getting to the point where I started thinking about shit, and I was like, I'm done with this.
It's okay. It's all good.
That's why you moved on.
It's all good.
I feel time's a ways to go. Well, you're going for tomorrow, and I see these lies that come. Would you even care? And I feel it, and I feel it. Where you going for tomorrow? Where you going with the mask I found? And I feel it when the dogs look out to smell her. Well, she smelling low. And I feel so much depends on the weather. So is it raining in your bedroom? And I see these are the eyes of disarray. Would you even care? And I feel it, and she feels it. Where you going for tomorrow? Where you going with the mask I found? And I feel it when the dogs begin to smell her. Well, she smells low. Well, the dogs to find her. Got time to wait for tomorrow. Find her, find her. Well, the dogs to find her. I got time to wait for tomorrow. To find her, to find her, to find her. Where you going for tomorrow? Where you going with the mask I found? And I feel it when the dogs begin to smell her. Well, she smelling low. Where the dogs to find her? I got time to wait for tomorrow. Where the dogs to find her? I got time to wait for tomorrow. To find her, to find her, to find her. To find her. To find her, yeah. To find her,
That was awesome. Very good.
What happens if we click
I love when you start getting the feel of things.
when
and you
it's
guys
on there?
it's that feel at that point, you know?
If you see him play on stage, it's amazing because it's all, whoa, it's all out there.
I travel with it, like, all over.
One more?
Sure.
You got one more in you, and then we got to get out of here. Or we're going to take a picture, and then we'll get out of here.
Simple man there.
Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son. Listen closely, what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some Sunday. Be a simple kind of man. Be something you'll never understand. Baby, be a simple, real simple man. Won't you do this on this song? If you can, only if you can. Get you lost. Rich man's gold. That you need. Yes, and in your soul. Oh, baby, every try. I won't for you, my son. It's to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be something you'll never understand. Baby, be a simple, real simple man. Be something, oh yeah, you'll never understand. Baby, be a simple, real simple man. Well, won't you do this for me so you can?
Alright. Are you
Now
ready?
he did say, "Come sit beside me, my homely son." Correct?
There he is. Not me. I got home.
Daddy, is that you?
Homely.
Oh,
Homely,
not
yeah.
homeless.
Yeah,
Oh.
not homeless. Yes.
This one again?
Yes, you want to do that one again? Go ahead. Episode 94, STL Roar. Not that one. STL Roar, MyCityMyMusic.com, Blackie Starks, the rest of the gang, everybody. Okay.
Hey, Mike.
Thank you for listening to St. Louis Roar.
Say Louis
One we
Horse.
threw together.
I think she's out of time.
I didn't know if you want to do that one we threw together. That
We're out of
ain't
two,
like
out of time.
anything else.
I like
Do you want to do one more? Go ahead. You want to do it together? Go ahead.
Let's do it without.
You want to sing one?
I'll give her a shot.
All right, let's do one more.
It's a little different than everybody else does it. It's our own version.
It's okay. It's all good.
You ain't gotta apologize, man. It's all right.
Well, no, it's.
Hell no. He doesn't even know what that means. What are you talking about? Are you new around here?
What is this one?
Right.
What is this one?
Might want to tune that thing. Wasn't it what Camper said? She was tired of being on top because Michael could only fuck up.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Really? Wow.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I mean, come on, man.
Why
Did
is
you
it?
reach for that one or what?
Did he short?
He needs to not be sleeping on the back 40 at your house.
And you wonder how I got homeless. That's it. Get out!
Okay. One more, you guys.
I have to say, been there, done that.
Hey, I need help.
You haven't lived till you slept in a porta potty
He slept in a porta potty.
for a summer. Yeah.
Been there,
Hey,
done that.
and these guys have really worked some leads up on this
You
song.
just kill all
tell
the
that
mosquitoes
blue-
before you go to sleep.
Okay.
Only need definition to shithead.
He said there, hit that button.
Definitely. Okay, you guys. Go. Do it.
You got yours tuned up?
Ow!
Catch up with
Ow! That sound. Super loud.
Walk with me like lovers do. Talk to me like lovers do. Here comes the rain again, raining in my head like a tragedy, tearing me apart like a new emotion. I wanna breathe in the open wind, I wanna kiss like lovers do, I wanna dive into your ocean. Is it raining with you? So baby, talk to me like lovers do. Walk with me like lovers do. Talk to me like lovers do. So baby, talk to me like lovers do. Walk with me like lovers do. Talk to me like lovers do. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion. I wanna walk in the open wind, I wanna talk like lovers do, I wanna dive into your ocean. Is it raining with you? Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory, falling on my head like a new emotion. I wanna walk in the open wind, I wanna talk like lovers do, I wanna dive into your ocean. Is it raining with you?
One more time.
Woo! Episode 94. STL Roar, mycitymymusic.com. We will see you next week. Eddie Mills and his new band will be in here in the studio playing live. It'll be awesome. Thank you, Blackie. Austin.
Thanks for having us out.
Oh, yeah, you guys are killer. Thank you so much.
Blackie, Austin, Jeff, and Jim would like to say thank you very much for the $20 out back.
Yes, yes. $20 is $20.
20 bucks is
Say
20
thank
bucks.
you, Cash.
You got to have change, though.
Well, we're
Jim.
changing our name. We're changing our name to that $20.
That's right. Thank you.